Hey, what's going on, Movie Talk fans? First and foremost, I'm Ryan D, and you know me, guys, if you interacted with me and this is Andrew, man. How's it going, Andrew?
How's it going, man?
Hey, so due to this, as many of you have known, me and Lex, Eileen, and Angela, we did go on a cruise, and I did post about it on Instagram a lot. And not to get too much into detail, but due to an unfortunate event, an unfortunate illness to be exact, Lex is still not at home at the moment. But I did want to mention, guys, that he actually, I believe it was you and Lex, right? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
That started out a GoFundMe page, and we did post it, guys. Whatever you can give and everything, it is available on our Alamo City Movie Talk page that we just posted a few moments ago, and it is to donate for Eileen's medical bills. That unforeseen circumstances and anything does help, ladies and gentlemen, moviegoers out there. And so whatever you can donate, whether it be $5, $10, $20 or even more, that's a huge blessing, guys. And please, moviegoers, YouTube fans, I mean, whatever channel, whatever you're listening to this on, please keep them in your prayers. And if you know me, and you know how excited I get when we talk movies and everything, and you know how he's a huge part of this podcast, and he's really helped me out a lot. And please, they're kind people, and please donate whatever you can, man. But without further ado, let's get the show started, guys. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. And please keep them in your prayers. Let's get right to it, guys. Let's start Movie Talk. Action. What is going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D. Ryan 680. Andrew.
What's up, guys? My name is Wolfie.
How's all? Andrew on cue. Hopefully, man. Special guest Andrew. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we got another special guest from the Countdown City Geekcast, the CEO and founder, Steady.
What's going on, guys? It's Steady with the Countdown to the Geekcast. Glad to be back.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for being part of the show, guys. Thank you guys so much. And Wolfie, what is I keep forgetting Board Film Studio?
Board Film Studios, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was all like, is it really called that? I was trying to remember. I was all like, man, dude, but hey, guys, if you have not already, be sure to check it out on their Instagram. They got really good stuff. I just posted it on my Insta, and it was just the way, beautiful filmmaker right there, guys. Wolfie's coming on up, man. He's gonna be the next James Cameron. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. All right, let's get right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to movies. We're right the day before Star Wars. They got a lot of stuff happening this week. Obviously, Doctor Strange comes out this week, and that's the major thing right now. We're talking Doctor Strange, ladies and gentlemen. Doctor Strange, well, which we'll go to that we'll call that the main event, right? We'll call it the main event, which we'll get further into and everything. We'll talk about expectations. I've read some tweets. Have you guys read any tweets about it?
No.
Away from it, dude.
I've read
I'm staying away
reviews.
from it, man.
I've read reviews. I actually saw spoilers already on Twitter before I was looking at reviews. So yeah, stay away from Twitter, guys. But I looked at actual non-spoiler reviews. I did that. So again, and I made sure it said in the beginning, nice and bold, non-spoiler. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm sold. Yeah. But let's get right to it. Let's talk about movies, guys. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's talk movies, man. So to get us started off, this story was really developing within a week and a half ago, developing, I guess, so to speak. And with this happening and everything with the Fast and Furious franchise, I mean, who would have thought a car into space? Were they really driving in space? That's all I want to know. Was Ludacris really driving? Was he really driving in space? Or was he just floating? Let's be honest. Come on, answer that question. Answer it.
I feel like they got Elon Musk to help them out with
dude.
that.
Bro, that was like a Tesla car, dude. I'm telling you, man. I was like, that was a.
Were they going to get it like Elon Musk in the franchise in some capacity? Imagine that.
All Teslas, right? Just have all Tesla cars. Dude, that's a moneymaker. That's a good moneymaker.
If they do it, dude, I'm gonna try to get my cash check, dude. Just there
you go, man. Be sure to tweet Elon to send you those, man. To send you that money, send you that idea, man. All fast. But let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. This of course comes from the Hollywood Reporter. This did come out official, ladies and gentlemen, that according to an unnamed source, Vin Diesel's behavior contributed to Lin's frustration. So Lin exited the franchise. If you do not know, guys, Justin Lin has actually done 5 movies. So this guy knows what he's doing, right? He obviously knows what's going on. He knows the situation. He's very familiar with the franchise, right? I mean, it kind of like David Yates is with Harry Potter, and the Fantastic Beasts. He's been around for so long. He's really created a relationship with all these cast members and all the employees and the creative side of it, and with Universal Studios. Now, with that being said and everything, I mean, according to an unnamed source, Vin Diesel's behavior added to his frustrations. They claim that Diesel would show up to set late and not know his lines, among other annoying behaviors, and it was out of shape. Okay, let's take this into consideration, right? Let's just take this into consideration. I don't know if moviegoers remember this a long time ago. Let's just, I mean, call me crazy, call me a liar, fact check me real quick. All right, a few years ago. Wasn't there someone iconic, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, complaining about this?
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't he saying it was very unprofessional? They didn't take it serious enough. That's why he left the franchise. And then we heard about the drama between them going back at it. I mean, I didn't really care. But with knowing that this is a huge move by Justin Lin and Universal is losing money, obviously, out of this. I mean, Wolfie, has anyone ever has the director, have you ever walked out of a movie like that and got so frustrated making a film?
Personally, I have yet, thank God.
Okay.
But, what I find interesting is he says this movie's not worth my mental health. What did he have to do to walk away from these millions of dollars?
Exactly.
Like, a lot of fucking money.
Yeah. And we'll talk numbers. We'll talk numbers right now. Steady, what do you think of this, man?
I don't blame the guy. I think everybody needs to watch out for themselves these days. And Vin Diesel, this is not something that hasn't been reported before. His own sort of, I don't want to call it a mental illness, but maybe just the pressure of trying to keep this franchise going is weighing heavily on him. And for whatever reason, he's not able to kind of perform up to the capacity that Lin expects him to. I think that it's fine that Lin walks away. If they find somebody else who's willing to deal with Vin, fantastic. Otherwise, I'm not a massive fan of the franchise. I watch it because they're good popcorn flicks, and that's what they are. But they make billions of dollars, and
they do. I hate to. That's why I said it. I can't remember if I said it off camera or on camera. But yeah, I hate it's obvious there. That's fact. Let's do a little fact checking here. This franchise has made a ton of money, billions of dollars they've made for Universal Studios, and that's why they keep making these movies, because people keep seeing them. Look at the last movie that just came out. They were driving in space. The ridiculous ideologies of here. I don't know if they're smoking weed or if they're just doing. I don't know what they're doing, right? And it made so much money during a pandemic. Pandemic.
The meme,
like
the meme with the Moon Knight where he's throwing the knives, and he's like, "Random shit, go." That's
oh man, that's good. Exactly. And it made money. People went to go see this in theaters, which I don't blame you guys, because this is me, a fan of the franchise, right? I really enjoyed the Fast. I hated the last one. The last one was just terrible. I hated Hobbs and Shaw. Don't even get me started. And I love The Rock. I just hate Kevin Hart. Spoiler alert, Kevin Hart's in there.
This was a no spoiler video, dude. You spoiled Kevin Hart.
I know, right? If you do not know that by now, guys, I'm sorry. Hobbs and Shaw, it's so ridiculous how that movie, and it's funny because even Universal was all like, just to give you backstory, Universal Studios was all like, oh, and even Vin Diesel was like, oh no, we don't count that. That's not part of the Fast and Furious franchise, and whatever drama, whatever it may be, right? Now, I'm not even done reading this article, so. Where was I? Oh, in the meeting, it is alleged that Diesel had notes for Lin, leading to escalating disagreement, which ended with Lin saying, "This movie is not worth my mental health," and slamming the door, and yada yada yada. So he had a an anger moment, right? Which we all do at work, whether it be personal, whether we all have those moments, right? He's human, just like us, right? Because I feel like we tend to forget that as fans of, and all these iconic characters and all these iconic people. Dwayne The Rock, they're people just like us, and they get frustrated. They have their limits, just like us.
Dwayne, he's very work oriented, so
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So Universal has apparently spent well over $100 million on casting for the Fast X movie. Now, let me repeat this real quick. $100 million just on casting. And okay, Jason Momoa is in here. He's among one of them. Okay, he's the villain. He is the villain. That is 100% confirmed. And obviously, I don't even know who else is confirmed. So I'll be honest right there. I'm not going to pretend to know. Obviously, I'm just the main character is Vin Diesel. Did Michelle Rodriguez? Michelle Rodriguez, is she coming back, or is she?
Is Charlize Theron out of franchise?
She's in there. Yes, I think I think she's in there too. I have to look up the cast. Sorry about that, guys. But hey, regardless, though, $100 million, over $100 million, just on casting alone.
Just on casting, that's insane.
Dude, I mean, Ted, what do you think about this? I mean,
and one other notable person, Brie Larson, just got added like a couple of weeks ago. So Brie Larson's also part of that.
Bro,
she's probably like 15-20% of the $100 million just by herself.
Dude, they had to pay that Marvel chip, which she was like, if I can't get paid like Marvel, then you're not gonna have me. I'll be like, bruh,
Marvel money,
get out of that's the problem why Star Trek and other franchise and other studios, it's hard because they can't keep up with the way Marvel pays their employees. And just like other people, it's always, the grass is always greener, just like us with jobs. The grass is always greener on the other side. And so it's hard to keep their employees. It's hard to keep people. But regardless, $100 million just on casting alone, it just feels like Universal is just signing off checks and they're not even checking anything. They're just signing, oh, Vin Diesel, it's okay. He makes money. He makes the studio money. He makes the studio a lot of money. But I mean, come on, man. Anyways, so $100 million for casting. I mean, Andrew, what would you do at $100 million for casting? I mean, who would you sign? Who would you sign? Number one, who would you sign?
For casting?
For casting. Any type of movie, just give me an actor or actress.
Leonardo.
Really? Oh man. Okay.
Gosling, dude. Let's get Leonardo.
Good looking guy.
Like brothers, dude. Just have them.
Dang.
Okay. Get Will Smith in there.
Oh God. Oh no. Okay.
At a discounted rate.
You will. You can get him in that supporting role. The way it's going right now. Oh man. Steady. Who would you have as your number one first pick, man? If you had to pick.
Pedro Pascal. There's not.
Whoa. Okay.
In Hollywood, I would want to work with.
I like that.
Or see acting on the other side of the camera. Pedro Pascal is my number one right now.
Awesome. I would probably get Daniel Day-Lewis out of retirement. Yeah, I would really love to see him. Timothy Chalamet. Dude, he is. I'm calling it right now. Timothy Chalamet. He is the up and coming Daniel Day-Lewis, the next of our generation Daniel Day-Lewis. He is so well done. He was in Dune. He's gonna be in the new Wonka movie that's coming out, a prequel to Wonka. He just looks, dude. He's great. He looks good. I love the way he acts. His presence, his emotional. And of course, Defoe. I mean, who wouldn't want Defoe?
I'd probably try Joaquin Phoenix too.
Oh yeah, duh, of course, right? All the insane people who have done villains, and I'm gonna create an all villain. We're gonna have the Green Goblin versus the Joker. We're just gonna multiverse everything, dude. That's what Doctor Strange is doing. They're multiverse. I don't know if y'all saw the Shrek one. Did y'all see that? Oh my god, it's Doctor Strange. Literally, he's like doing magic, right? It's a picture from the trailer, and somebody photoshopped Shrek in there in the background. And people thought it was real. I was all like, wow, how naive people are, I guess. It just, yeah. People thought like, stop, it's a spoiler, Shrek. I was like, okay, do people not know Shrek is what, Universal? Is it Universal? Yeah, it's Universal.
Sounds
or no?
right.
Or is it DreamWorks?
Oh, it's DreamWorks.
Yeah, it's Universal. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just say yes. All right, but let's get right to it. So, which led to a movie budget of $300 million. $300 million movie budget. Holy smokes. Man, what do y'all think about that? $300 million budget. And to give you put into context, ladies and gentlemen, moviegoers out there, Lynn's exit also cost the budget $1 million a day to have the whole cast on hold for this to happen. So because of Lynn exiting and causing all this mayhem, it's costing the studio $1 million a day to keep everyone on hold because they were filming already. They already or if I'm not mistaken, they already started filming. They already started all the pre-productions. Obviously it's already, it's green lit. Now with that being said and everything, I mean, dude, come on, man. Like this is just hitting rock after rock after. Just hitting obstacle after obstacle right now. What do y'all think of this, man? I mean, with the budget now $300 million, Fast 9 was $200 million, so they went $100 million more.
Yeah, all I can say is what I started out by saying. These movies are like guaranteed box office smash hits. I think at least 2 of these movies have made over $1 billion. You can try and fact check that. I know at least 2. There might be more, but
yeah.
So Universal, they could just sign whatever they want. They're gonna make a profit. They want to go out with a bang, and they're pretty much gonna try and guarantee themselves another $1 billion hit.
So okay, let's go into perspective here. Avengers: Infinity War was $300 million budget. Okay, that makes sense, right? That makes sense. That's a lot of CGI, a lot of special effects. That makes sense. Pirates of the Caribbean, $300 million as well. The Force Awakens was $306. Age of Ultron was high. I didn't know Age of Ultron was this much, but it's coming out. Look at the numbers right now. Age of Ultron was $365 million to make. I'm surprised at that. I really am. I'm very surprised. I really would have thought. And scratch that. Hang on one second. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides was $379 million to make. Pirates of the Caribbean. Who would have thought that, right? To make. Yeah. And of course, who takes the number one is Avengers Endgame, a budget of $400 million. But that movie made a lot of money. Let's be honest here. We all enjoyed it. That movie was we knew it was going to be a big budget movie. These movies are big budget films. But regardless, though, I just can't see. I guess all the stunts, everything, all the the explosions. Obviously, that's taking a toll on the budget, right? But why would you spend?
A lot of this is also insurance. If you think about
it. Yeah.
There's
true.
a ton of insurance involved when you're dealing with this many stunts,
stunt people. Yeah, stunt people. Yeah,
absolutely, for sure.
I got you.
I was curious, so I had to look it up. 2 of these movies have made over $1 billion. One of them, Fast 7, was 1.5.
There you go.
Also, the 2 that made over $1 billion that had The Rock in it,
Of course, of course. Take that to the bank.
And then
Say that again.
Other than that, another 4 of them made over 600 million. So altogether, 6 out of the 9 movies so far have made over $600 million. So, like I mentioned, this is like almost a guarantee for them.
It's all these hiccups, all these things that are just happening for this movie, man. I mean, this is another person coming forward and saying that Vin Diesel is just a lazy son of a gun. That's what I'm getting at. He's lazy. He doesn't take the job serious enough. And Universal's paying the price on this. They really are, and it sucks because the studio has to deal with it, and they had to deal with Vin Diesel, unless they just kill him off. But I don't see that happening ever. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, I did hear rumors that they're trying to bring back Paul Walker's character, and the brother was going to play it. I did hear about that. A rumor going around that Paul Walker's mother actually wanted the character to come back, and she wanted her other son, obviously, to play Paul Walker and everything, which we saw. Which we saw. I don't know if y'all remember the very end of that clip. Was it I always forget, man. They all blend together. Fast 7.
I think it's Fast
6.
Yeah, I think 7 maybe, because 8.
It was one of the ones that Ted said because it for sure made a lot of money. I knew everyone went to go see it.
Because 8,
because that was the last one The Rock was in. Because I remember The Rock was in that one. Yeah. So, anyways,
he was also in Fate, which was 8.
Yeah, but The Rock was kind of like he's sidelined, wasn't he? In that one? And then F9. And
they all blend together.
No, I know exactly. That's what I was saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. There's no.
They drove fast.
They just exactly. I mean, we see Luke Evans in here. We see. I mean, they all blend together. I always forget. Wait, Luke Evans was in which movie did he start off with? They all blend together, man. They're all running from the cops, the law. Whether they're going into a police station, whether they're robbing the police station, whether they're robbing a something in space. I mean, come on, dude. Come on, man. They all blend together. Exactly. Ted, right? But regardless, though, it just it just sucks how he doesn't take the job seriously enough, and yeah, it is what it is. But it just sucks how much money they're spending, and we can't even get a Henry Cavill Superman here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that. Oh man, I already started it, man. Warner Brothers, dude, spend that money. They're
Warner Brothers, man.
Yeah. Forward until yawn. I'm here too. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, let's see here. So, next topic, of course, which I did not know. We could talk about our very, very favorite memory of this. And I looked this up at the very end. Oh, sorry. Forgot to mention Fast X still set to release on May 19, 2023. Do you think they can make that budget? You think they can make that hit?
Yeah.
Wolfie, if you had this issue and you came in to Fast 10 production, you came in as a director, you could pull this off with all these characters, with all this all this production.
The script's written, right? It's done. The only thing that wants is
I've heard 2 different stories, 2 different sides to this. I heard that the script was written, Justin Lin did it with Vin Diesel, then Vin Diesel changed it when they're filming. And that's what happened here. That's what got him frustrated because he's like, "Why are you changing the story?" And then one of the scout places where they were scout filming, like one of the places that they were filming, obviously with the Ukraine and Russia thing that's happening, they're not going to be able to film there. They're not supporting Russia, so regardless of that, they had to change last minute plans as far as like the set. So that kind of did a hiccup, obviously out of everyone's control. But then this happened, so I kind of felt like it just kept adding on and on and on, and to Vin Diesel not take it serious enough, kind of just took a toll on the man, and just said, "I'm done." And I don't know, I feel like he's gonna do another movie, But that's just me saying. But yeah, another more professional film, and hopefully Vin Diesel gets his act together because they did hire another director.
This is like I don't think this is the director's fault. I definitely think this is a Vin Diesel problem. Because and I think The Rock kind of warned us in a certain way.
Yeah. Oh, I completely agree.
The story fits, according to the.
If the shoe fits, man. If the shoe fits, dude. If the Cinderella shoe fits, man. That's all I'm saying. But all right, let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, guys, who And let's talk about this. I want to hear both of y'all's memories here because we're all different age here, obviously. Ted is the oldest one out of us. Hang on. Andrew. Yeah, you do look young, but Andrew, don't say crap. Don't say anything. Ted, who's older, me or Andrew?
I'm gonna say Andrew.
Oh! Woo! Nah. That's BS, dude. Nah. He said it. You can't take it back. That's fact check.
Older by like a week though, like not by much.
Oh, break my heart. Andrew, what's your real age, man? Tell them.
I'm 27.
Cool.
So I'm 29.
Ryan's only 25. What are you talking about?
No, I'm 29, dude. I'm 29. I'm older, man. I don't look it though. That's the point. That's the point, man.
License after the show's over. I don't believe you at all.
I kid you not, man. I kid you not. But without further ado, guys, let's talk about our favorite memory. Who would have thought? Spider-Man, guys. Spider-Man marks the 20th anniversary of Spider-Man, the original OG Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire himself. Along with the supporting cast, of course, with and James Franco's not in here, obviously, so I do apologize on that. I forgot to add James Franco on there. But man, so this marks, who would have thought Spider-Man marks the 20th anniversary of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, everything. I mean, what was y'all's favorite memory of this? I guess I want to talk about and everything of this. Ted, we'll start with you, man, since you're the oldest.
Just that. We got a comic book movie that, really went all in on the comic book tone and really went all in on the big ideas and the big sets and the big scenes and the big action sequences. And they really went for it. And they really tried and stayed true to most of the storyline. And they cast people who just felt like they were perfect for the roles at the time. So I think just my favorite moment is really just the whole thing. Just going in, and this was a comic book movie that was kind of setting a new tone and a new trend. All the movies before that dealing with superheroes were all adults, right? Batman, Superman, X-Men, whatever else, Blade, The Crow, all of those were dealing with adults. This was the first one where you were dealing with a teenager in high school, dealing with problems and issues and puberty and liking girls, and like it was fun. It was new. It was fresh. It was a great time. And
do you remember seeing this in theater?
Of course.
Where'd you see it at? Where'd you see it? I'm curious.
I watched it at my theater. I worked at the largest theater in town at the time, and it was a big party. It was at Heber Oaks 24. Back when it had 24 theaters. So it was a megaplex, and it was fantastic.
Yeah,
it was
that's
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah.
Dang, man. Yeah, I saw this movie at a very, very young age. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I saw this at Northwest Theater. That's still here at Santikos Northwest, but it's I-10-410 area. And Spider-Man really opened the realm, because at this point in time, you mentioned it. I guess I'll go more into detail of it. At this point in time, there was no comic book genre. I mean, we did get Blade, right? We got Blade. We got X-Men, I believe the first one as well. X-Men 2 came out the year after, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did a little bit of research. I think within a year or two after that. But regardless, though, this really and call me whatever you want. Call me a liar. I truly, truly, so heartily believe that Sam Raimi right here helped comic book genre really take off with Marvel the way it is now to this day. Our Spider-Man character. I mean, even though people are like, "Oh man, Ryan, it's it's organic Spidey. He makes his web shooters or whatever." But let's be honest here, man. The joke that was made in No Way Home just made it so much better, right? Like I just hate that nerds were just like, "Oh right, Ryan, oh no, that wasn't an accurate Spider-Man or whatever." Blah 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 blah. I want like, dude, chill the F out. Enjoy this movie, suck it in. This is my OG, man. This is Tobey Maguire. I love Spider-Man 2. That's probably one of my favorite Spider-Mans. And I know Ted, I know you got a lot of your buddies, a lot of your people. They like to fight about which Spider-Man's the better Spider-Man. If it's Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, I've been in that discussion. But
you know it.
yeah, man, I enjoyed this. This set up the whole comic book genre. I feel like to set up even our Spider-Man today without this being a successful franchise, a successful movie, regardless of the third one, right? Regardless of the third one, the many memes and the many just sitcoms that we see out of that, it's truly, yeah, I enjoyed I can't believe it's 20 years. I can't believe I'm that old already. But yeah, Andrew, what do you think about this, man?
I definitely think it was the catalyst of superhero movies, because you do look at, there's such a huge gap between the Batman movies and the Superman movies, especially,
Yeah.
And so I think this was what really made Spider-Man, it solidified him in pop culture. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, because before that he was still he was a popular comic book character for sure, but
yeah,
he was a popular comic book character, not like an iconic pop culture character,
Yeah.
And I think with the Sam Raimi films, it really allowed the regular people to experience comic book movies as a whole, besides, DC, which was the Batman. At the time was maybe Schumacher's, I think, maybe a little later, or between.
We did have the 90s cartoon, right? Let's be honest there. We did have the 90s cartoon. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people that are huge Marvel fans did not enjoy it for whatever reason. I still enjoyed the heck out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's in Fox Kids. Yeah, now that I remember.
Yeah, dude, I remember watching it, getting home, watch the next episode of Spider-Man. Yeah, I do that theme song, dude. Just like, I loved it. I mean, we got to see something very different, right? But it wasn't to the level of live action that we wanted. And to be honest, like, not even studios thought like comic book movies, those are for kids. And when this started coming out, to saying, hey, it's okay to like comic book movies. It's okay even for school. For me, it was very weird to see the jocks get excited for for a comic book when they would like get all, oh, you're a nerd, right? Or you're a geek or whatever. But it's weird how it's become I'm so grateful. It's blessed to be alive right now because it's so generic and it's so real, and that's how we connect with each other, right? Was through comic books, through Ghostbusters, through Star Wars, through everything, and we all enjoy those genres, whatever it may be. Steady likes to capture ghosts, and all day, every day, man. He's a Ghostbuster, man. So I mean, she was born and raised to be a Ghostbuster. So I mean, it's the beauty of it, Of course, we're not going to see a multiverse of Marshmallow Man joining up in Star Wars or anything. That wouldn't work out. The Jedi would just throw that up like nothing, but that would not work.
No,
but
not at all.
No, not at all, right? Yeah, but a Ghostbuster versus a Jedi, I don't know, man. I don't know. Bill Murray's talking probably would just, yeah, definitely
Talk his way out of it.
Talk his way out of it, right?
Yeah.
But without further ado, since we're on the Marvel subject, Andrew, where did you watch Spider-Man the first one?
I remember that. I think I was like 6 or 7. I don't remember how old I was, but I remember the memory. I watched it in a theater in El Paso called Tinseltown. It's no longer called that. It's a Cinemark, but
it was a local theater.
No, it's still a chain, but they rebranded, I suppose. And so, yeah, I had I remember having a little Spider-Man plushie with me, and I held it as I was walking to the theater. And then when I went, there was this stand filled with toys and stuff, and
dang.
Yeah, I was really excited for it.
See, and that's the thing. We all have different memories of it. We're all different ages, different decades ago. Not too crazy decades. Like, oh man, I'm sorry, Ted.
I'm the older one, dude.
I know, yeah, exactly. You're the older one, Andrew. So I mean, the point is that we all connect in that really good level, and I enjoyed the Spider-Man. I enjoyed it regardless of the comic book fact checking, I guess, so to speak, that was in it and everything. But without further ado, we're sticking to Marvel right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk. We're gonna skip it, kind of go this very through. So, Marvel's Fantastic Four has lost the director, John Watts, and it's funny too because does anyone know who John Watts is? The movies he's directed, because I've asked this a few times and not a lot of people know this, but they know the movies, the franchise. Spider-Man, exactly, Spider-Man, right? And it's weird because Spider-Man, it's funny too, because I did not know it was the same director until I saw the second one, which is very weird because with Sam Raimi, he was always, how you call it? Not sponsoring, like promoting it a lot. Like he'll say, hey, I got this upcoming movie. He always promoted it a lot. At least directors will, right? They always promote it. But I don't know if it's just, I just missed it or all the time or anything, but John Watts, he wouldn't really, I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I'm saying maybe he didn't promote it as much. I don't know. But it was weird for me to know that not a lot of people knew that this guy has done the trilogy. He's brought us this great Tom Holland Spider-Man that we really do love and enjoy and everything on this whole franchise. So without further ado, who's making the past 3 Spider-Man films was an incredible life-changing experience for me. And I'm eternally grateful to have been a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe for 7 years. I'm hopeful we'll work together again, and I can't wait to see the amazing vision for Fantastic Four brought to life, Watts said in a statement to a Hollywood Reporter. So, what do y'all think of this? So I have a little tidbit here because I kind of want to say it, but I can't because it might reveal a spoiler for an upcoming movie that comes out this week. Oh, speaking of that, upcoming movie, I don't know if anyone knew this, but this is Sam Raimi. So this is like Sam Raimi's week right here. We got Spider-Man just turning 20 years old. You never know, man. We might see a little cat. I mean, dude, his release date is literally this week. The premiere was yesterday in Hollywood. I mean, I'm just saying, man. It already happened already in No Way Home. Just real quick swinging by while they're going through like the cosmic or whatever. They're going just real
That'd
quick.
Cool.
Yeah, just not doesn't he have to show his whole face?
Just a cameo,
yeah, just him selling or just something of him. We could tell it's his suit real quick, and boom, when they're going through like the whole cosmic or whatever, however you want to call it. But without going to Doctor Strange just yet. But yeah, so my little tidbit here is I know Ted knows where I'm going with this. That's why he's smiling. He knows where I'm going with this. So I'm not going to mention the spoiler, right? I'm not going to mention anything, but. I mean, who do y'all think is gonna direct this movie? I guess let me ask Andrew. You go first, and then Ted, you go right after. Because I already.
Okay, so I think I know who I want.
Who do you want?
I forgot his name.
Where's he from?
The Office.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So that is my John Krasinski. That is my guy. Who I think is really going to take over as director. Ted, were you thinking the same thing or are you thinking somebody else?
No, I think that Fantastic Four, I think if you need somebody to direct it, you go to the directors you have right now in the MCU. You can go to Sam Raimi, you can go to Taika, you can go to the Russo brothers, throw some money at them and say, hey, let's do this again. And you get one of them to do it. They're all more than capable of putting out an absolute banger. We all know this right now. They all have vision. They all have a solid story, way of telling the solid story. So go to somebody who you trust and who you already work with and have them do it.
So here's my here's the thing. I kind of feel like that even Kevin Feige at CinemaCon. So CinemaCon was this past weekend, guys. If you did not know, CinemaCon was this past weekend, and that's why I said we had a busy weekend movie talk, which is truly extremely grateful because it's been a while since it's been this busy. So furthermore into that, Kevin Feige confirmed they have plans for the next 10 years of movies already lined up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, for the next 10 years. He confirmed, went on stage. And did not get served, by the way. That's a little inside joke if you did not know. Yeah. And Ted Lasso himself served Olivia Wilde, by the way. Anyways, that's another subject. It's another drama issue. Anyways, but furthermore, so going back to this, he literally went on stage, said that we have movies for 10 years. Now, I don't know how the process works, right? Because we don't work at Marvel Studios or anything like that. But let's be honest, he's listened to the fans way before. Let's be honest there. He's listened to us. He's listened to the Marvel fans. He's listened to Twitter. He's listened to the huge population of Marvel fans that we are because we put the money, we put the money in Marvel and everything. He did that with Spider-Man No Way Home. That was a fan movie. That really was. Whether we like it or not, whether you want to call it whatever you want, it was a fan film that everyone wanted and I enjoyed it so much so I loved it. Now, we know how everyone wants John Krasinski to play Reed Richards. We know this. Everyone wants to see him play this character. He is perfect. And then I'm not mistaken, I've seen Photoshop. This was probably like 6 months ago of him in a Fantastic Four suit, along with Emily Blunt as Sue Storm, which is his wife. If you did not know, huh?
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, dude, she played Mary Poppins. I mean, come on. I'll be like, but
Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh.
Mary Poppins.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Action film. Yeah, but I still enjoyed her and Mary Poppins, and I'm not a Mary Poppins kind of guy. So, furthermore, I just feel like Kevin Feige really chooses these people, these directors that know how to tell a story. I mean, look at what the hell he did with A Quiet Place. Oh my God, there's no dialogue, like little to no dialogue. Literally, I heard people just eating popcorn and eating nachos at the draft house when I first saw the very first Quiet Place. Yeah. I know, right? Dude, it's funny because like people had to prepare. Like I know people have like, oh, you gonna go see A Quiet Place too? I'm like, oh yeah, right, yeah. I have to be careful though. Why? Oh, because I don't want everyone hearing me eat. I want to eat my nachos before. I'm all like, okay. I mean, I literally hear everyone eating. So, but to know that this guy, I mean, A Quiet Place 2, I enjoyed the second one almost as much as the first one, if not even better. I mean, it's so hard because anyways, that's another topic, but to know that John Krasinski can really tell a story without any little to no dialogue in a movie and just brilliantly create this universe, so to speak, because they're making another one, a prequel, if I'm not mistaken. To know that he's able to do this, I mean, dude, I kind of feel like this would happen. Kevin Feige said, okay, he finally convinced John Krasinski. He said, hey, Marvel fans want you they want you to be Reed Richards. What can I do to make it happen or whatever. They start talking, right? Yeah. Well, I bet you $100 that John Krasinski was like, hey, I'm not going to do it unless I'm directing. So to further note this, I think this is a bunch of bullcrap. I think he is lying. John Watts is saying this, hey, Kevin Feige's all like, hey, take this one for the team, man. I promise you, I will give you any Marvel movie you're choosing, guys. You get to choose whatever you want, John Watts, and I promise you, you do this one favor for me, create this excuse, and next week, because Doctor Strange comes out tomorrow, right? Or my screening's tomorrow. Everyone gets to see it Thursday. Doctor Strange is coming out this week. Next week, they're gonna announce John Krasinski is the director of Fantastic Four. I'm calling it right now. Next week, he's going to be named director of Marvel's Fantastic Four, guys.
And I'm calling next week and a day. That's my...
Oh, God. You stupid. Oh, man. So I'm saying it right now. Next week, we're going to get John Krasinski as the director for Fantastic Four. Put on the comments down below. Maybe you do not agree. Maybe you said, Ryan, that's a spoiler. I'm sorry, but it's what everyone has seen that photo. I have not met a person who have not seen that Photoshop photo anywhere. I mean, and Doctor Strange comes out this week, so we're going to get an announcement next week. And I kind of felt like they did that. And I wouldn't be surprised because if he is doing this, again, take this with a grain of salt. Don't say like, hey, don't say, hey, Alamo City Movie Talk said this. Don't run it as a story or nothing. But I mean, it's a possibility, right? Am I right, guys? It's a possibility.
Yeah, of course.
I think after Spider-Man: No Way Home, I think anything's possible.
Yeah, and with the way this multiverse is going, I mean, dude, this is just crazy. I mean, so much catastrophe here that's happening here. And without further ado, let's talk about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Talk about how our expectations going into this movie, guys. What do we expect out of here? I mean, so many cameos in here that I've seen. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen spoilers already, so I'm not gonna mention them. I have seen the spoilers, but I'm not going to mention. And that's the thing too. Like, I get it why people don't like spoilers, but at the same time, though, when I read, if you haven't seen Infinity War, I actually read that Spider-Man was going to be last. They're going to create this whole momentum moment in Infinity War, right? Iron Man was going to be there. I read the whole script leaked online, right? So I just read it. I was like, okay, cool. And there was certain parts where people were dying. And I was like, okay, I'm going to skip to those parts. I was like, okay, fine. I read it. but reading it and watching it is totally different for me. I don't know if that's with just me because I'm an idiot, whatever. I know some people are really, how do you call it? They read and they react differently than watching. They prefer reading over watching. Call me whatever you want.
Yeah.
I read the spoilers, man. Even for Game of Thrones, I read the spoilers. But when I'm actually watching it visually, it's an atmosphere unlike any other for the very first time, and it really takes a toll on me. Like that scene took a toll on me. So regardless of what you say, that's just my preference there. I mean, do y'all think I'm crazy? Y'all think I'm an idiot? What do y'all think?
I think you're crazy. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, of reading the spoilers.
I don't want to read spoilers because I think no matter what, you're always going to lose a little bit of the reveal, and you don't know how you would react without knowing the information beforehand.
Yeah.
The furthest I've ever taken trying to avoid spoilers was with the Dark Knight Rises. I was a major fan of the Nolan trilogy.
Okay.
So I went as far as never seeing a trailer for the Dark Knight Rises. It's very difficult.
That's tough.
I don't
That's
recommend
tough.
it.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it, but I did it. I did it. I went in completely blind, and there's something very unique about going blind. It happens when I see a lot of indie movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I hear a title, I hear good things about it, I'm gonna go watch it because I've heard things that intrigue me,
Mm-hmm.
and I've never seen a trailer for it. So that I kind of like that a lot, and I've had some really great moments doing that. So I recommend it doing that way sometimes. Comic movies, it's very difficult though, just because they're everywhere. Marketing's everywhere.
The marketing.
Everywhere.
You see it on your trend on your Facebook. Without you even looking at it, just the trailer starts playing automatically. I hate that.
Yeah. But I still want to go in as little or as blind as I possibly can. It's just a lot more challenging with comic book movies. But I don't want to lose any potential experience that I could have had if I get spoiled by anything. So
Gotcha.
That's kind of my perspective on it.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense, man. I really do, and I'll give you props for that because I always get props for people who do not want to watch a trailer or try to avoid one because it is tough. It's a tough, like, I can't do that. I'm sorry, I just can't.
The last thing I'll say on it though is like I want to get into sort of the head of the writers, and it's hard to do that after you know what the spoilers are, if you know what the plot points are, if you know what the resolution is to the action sequences or whatever else, to the entire story. It's a lot more. It's more like a puzzle, and it's a puzzle I want to figure out before watching the movie. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't, but it's good practice regardless to sort of try and figure out the puzzle on your own as opposed to having everything figured out for you.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense, man. Andrew, what do you think, man?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. With Infinity War, I remember not going on social media for like 3 days. No Way Home, I didn't go on social media for like 3 days.
Are you doing the same with this one?
No.
See, and well, why? Tell me why though. I'm curious. What's different between this and No Way Home? Is it the character?
I'm definitely more of a Spider-Man fan.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah.
I'm excited for this film. I'm definitely excited for it, but it's not something that I need to watch immediately. Like I'm okay waiting a little bit, and if I see a spoiler, okay. But
You'll be like, God dang it, Ryan! I'll send you one. I'll take a picture tomorrow. I'll be like, oh, hey, dude. No. You said you're good. You said you're good. Hey, Ted. Did he not just say, Ted? Fact check him. Did he not just say?
If I so happen to see it without.
Oh, whatever, dude.
Okay, so a spoiler for Endgame. I saw Iron Man die.
What? Iron Man dies? Oh my God! Oh, you dude! What the f? What the f?
the most paid, most box office hit in the world. Whatever. But
Still didn't watch it.
I saw the snap, and that made me so mad. Because it was a GIF, and the GIF was like a person going like this, like cool, and then it switched.
Oh, dude.
And
that is petty, bro.
And I I messaged the fucker and I was like, "You are such an asshole, dude! Like, why would you do that?" And then the guy types every big spoiler. So I saw Fat Thor. When I was like, "Oh shit!" I had to delete the message. And
Oh, you mean for Endgame? I thought you said. Did you say for? Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I'm
yeah. I was all like, "Hey, dude."
So I'm like, but I would have gotten really.
Mace Windu survived. He survived, dude. We're gonna see Mace Windu in the multiverse tomorrow. I'm gonna see it. Dude, I'm gonna take a picture of it. Mace Windu's lightsaber in one hand. He's dude, robot arm on the other. I mean, they brought back Mace. They brought back oh my gosh, Darth Maul. Why can't they bring back Mace Windu? Right? I mean,
they're
exactly.
Bring back everybody.
Yeah, bring back everybody. So what is y'all expectations going into this movie? I mean, besides what we already talked about, I guess. I mean, I'm excited to see where this leads to. I'm excited to see Benedict Cumberbatch really come into this role again. I enjoyed the first one. I've been reading a lot of reviews of it, and they're saying it's a horror movie, and this is not for kids. Obviously, kids are gonna still watch the heck out of this movie. Knowing and see, here's the thing, because like y'all remember? Okay, come back with me real quick. All right, let's go back into Spider-Man 2 with Sam Raimi. Y'all remember that scene where the Dr. Octavius is on the hospital bed and these little arms are coming at you? It kind of gave me the creeps a little bit in that horror element, because we all know Sam Raimi comes from a horror background with Evil Dead and all that. Yeah, so I mean, I kind of felt that way in that little first few minutes of that scene. And knowing that Sam Raimi said he had a little bit more freedom, and knowing that seeing people react to this on TikTok or my wife showed me on TikTok, right? On TikTok, and then on reviews, I read articles. A lot of people say this is a horror movie. So with that being said, can we see the most horror movie of Marvel Cinematic Universe here? And is Sam Raimi adding on his personal touch to this movie? Right? Or no?
I think so. If I'm not mistaken, when this was announced, I heard it was going to be a horror film. If I'm not mistaken, back in who knows how long when they announced it.
Yeah.
So I was expecting a horror film. So, I mean, I'm for it. Change. I'm for the uniqueness of it.
Ted?
Yeah. My expectations are a very fast pace roller coaster of a Marvel film, and I'm all for that. It's a short movie, and I mean, like, it's only a 2-hour movie, and with what we've seen in the trailer, how many characters are involved, I kind of expected it to be a kind of a longer film. So to hear that it's only 2 hours, to me means that it's going to be very fast paced. We're going to be getting going really quickly early on in the film.
Yeah.
And horror elements, I'm big horror movie buff, so I'm all for anything like that. So yeah, I'm excited.
Definitely, man. Same here, man. I'm really excited to see it. So I did not know there was to be a screener there, and so I'm seeing it Wednesday and Thursday. So I did buy tickets to go see it Thursday. You're gonna see it Thursday, Ted?
Thursday and Friday, hosting a private viewing for some neighbors and some family of mine. Yeah.
Oh, there you go, man. Good. There you go, dude. There you go, man. Shoot, you're gonna experience the whole. You're gonna experience the whole theater with everybody, with the whole fam. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, and then if you did not know, Andrew is actually on Mountain Time. So like, oh, excuse me, he's the luxury of Mountain Time right now. So he's actually in El Paso. So yeah, he's in a Mountain Time. So we're gonna see it. No, wait. No, never mind.
You're only an hour ahead, so.
Oh yeah, there you go. Shoot. I'll text you though. I'll text you a screenshot of the spoiler. Yeah.
I'm really excited for IMAX 3D for the IMAX 3D format to make a return. We've not had this format in a very, very long time.
So,
this is the first movie that's coming back, and unfortunately, the theater that I'm going to is not doing the 3D format for the first night, but they will start on Friday, going through the weekend.
So thank you for mentioning that. You just brought up something that I totally forgot, that I forgot to mention. So, do you know why Marvel's bringing that, or like why the company's doing that? Because later this year, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting Avatar 2. And it's in 3D. In CinemaCon, they released footage of it, and they had everyone put on the 3D glasses. And is it going to come back, guys? Do y'all believe it's going to come back, revive the 3D? I mean, did y'all like 3D?
I liked it.
I only watch it in IMAX. For whatever reason, they haven't figured out 3D movies in a normal theater showing.
Oh, yeah.
Usually, it might just be the technology that we have in our city, but generally, it was the battery-powered glasses that would always dim the picture, and I hated that. And so IMAX, it's usually no battery-powered glasses, just the plastic ones, and the picture doesn't get dimmed or modified. Or, there's no effect at all whatsoever.
I hate that too.
IMAX is the only way I would watch 3D film, and the first Avatar, I think, was the first time you really got a 3D. Very different experience watching it in 3D.
Yeah, believe it or not, it was actually one of the very first films to start off the 3D.
Real 3D.
The real 3D, yeah.
Real 3D, yeah.
Yeah, the real 3D, I guess.
We had 3D movies before when you guys were in your diapers.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, we all know how that turned out. But
we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah. But I'm excited for the new Avatar coming out this year. But without further ado, guys, so I know it's not May the 4th yet, but come on, dude. I'm excited. Everyone's excited. May the 4th be with you, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Let's go. Star Wars Day. Star Wars Day. Yeah. Star Wars. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Some more. Can I have some more, sir? Some more Star Wars. Man, Andrew, we should have came up with a skit. I totally forgot. Dang it. I know I was going to come up with a skit. Yeah, man, dude. So,
I find your lack of skit disturbing, dude.
I know, man. I thought you were gonna go with me with it. That's why. I thought you were gonna say something British too, but I guess whatever. I try to. My British is very terrible.
Awful.
It's terrible. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for agreeing with me, a-hole. But anyways, let's get right to it, man. May the 4th be with you guys, wherever you may be. Yeah, we know you're a Star Wars fan. You know what the hell Star Wars is. Don't pretend. You women do not pretend. My wife knows what Star Wars is. Everyone knows what Star Wars is. Everybody knows what Star Wars is. You've heard the Star Wars. You heard the Jawas steal your car and take everything out of your car. And just you just want to buzz those suckers, man. You do know you do on Tatooine. With that being said and everything, I'm excited. We get Star Wars coming out tomorrow. A lot of good stuff. Are y'all going to actually buy any stuff? Is there anyone I mean, I know, Ted, are you going to buy any Star Wars stuff tomorrow? Or
It's too difficult, and I don't like the stress of it all. Hasbro has an event going on tomorrow. And
oh, crap. What are they doing?
The online exclusives are just so difficult to get nowadays, so I kind of just don't even worry about it anymore because I don't need the stress anymore. I don't need that kind of stress.
What are they giving out, or is it like exclusive? Like they haven't announced what it is. There's
a Hasbro event where they're announcing new exclusives, probably new Black Series action figures. Take a look. Go to their Facebook page. But I haven't heard of anything specific that they're going to talk about yet. But usually it's a new toy line, a new wave of things going on. I'm going to be waiting for that new lightsaber. That's the only thing I really care about right now. The new lightsaber with the retractable blade that Disney's working on. Whenever that bad boy goes on,
I don't even know.
Sale, you know what I'm talking about.
It's like the lightsaber that it could actually go in and go out, but it's like it actually lights up instead of the plastic.
Oh God. Okay. No, I'm good. Okay.
Yes.
You can't duel with those, dude. You can't fight. You can't fight crime. You can't fight crime at night.
You can. They are going to be the most,
you can't. I'm not gonna fight the streets of Gotham with that thing.
Vengeance.
I know. I'm vengeance.
I'm vengeance.
Yeah. How's that vengeance, dude? Yeah. How's that? This is vengeance. Like, dude. Man, but oh crap! I can't turn it off now.
Are you having? Let me see the Darksaber, dude.
Oh my God! Okay, we'll talk. Wait, I'll show it to you later after the show. But we got a few more things to talk about later this month, which I was very sad to hear that we gotta wait till the end of the month. But because Moon Knight is still happening, that's why I believe so. let's talk Obi-Wan, man. Obi-Wan's coming out, ladies and gentlemen, by the end of this month. To be exact, I believe it is. I just had it written down here. Oh, May 27th. It comes out the series premiere on Disney Plus, ladies and gentlemen. How excited are we, man? Obi-Wan's finally coming out. Ewan McGregor, his lovely British accent that I wish I could do, but I do so terribly. Andrew, you go ahead and try since you're a freaking.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Dang. Dang, that was good. That was good. All right, you almost sounded like him, but you still sound like a douche. But it's all good. All right, Ted. What do you? I mean, are you excited for this series? I mean, what? You know.
Yes.
Tell me.
I'm excited. Ewan McGregor was incredible in episode 1. I still appreciate episode 1 for what it was. I appreciate the prequel for what it was. The prequel trilogy is a solid trilogy. It's all cohesive.
Not Jar Jar though. Not Jar Jar.
It's cohesive. I don't mind Jar Jar. I don't know anybody gives him hate. Yeah. But Ewan was always fantastic. He's one of the best parts about the prequel trilogy, and so I'm excited to see him on this series. I'm a little disappointed that the series is going to be short. It's not going to be a very long series, but hopefully the pacing is going to be well planned out, and that way, we're going to get a solid story that includes Obi-Wan, and we're getting Anakin back as Vader, and expect cameos. Expect a lot of cameos. They've been doing it every content, every medium that they're making for Star Wars. So expect more. Yeah.
I just love it when me and Andrew talked about this off camera, when Catherine Kennedy really she kind of knows it's going to be a good series, and she knows she had nothing to do with it really that much, and she still takes credit for it. I'm going to go ahead and say that on a limb, and call me whatever you want, but I'm just saying that's my point of opinion there. This is Jon Favreau, man, and Dave Filoni. I kind of feel like it's them. It's not really her. All she has to do is just, just like with Jurassic Park, she's always just been the how do you call it, the who's always been around the right moments. We'll say it we'll say it politely, has always been in the right moments when it comes to filmmaking, and she's able to put that stamp on her resume. But anyways, with that being said, I'm so excited for this series. Now I am disappointed too, Ted, that it sucks, dude. This, to be honest, I really wanted a movie, or like a 2-part movie, but I know that doesn't make any damn sense. I still wanted just a lot of Obi-Wan, man. I mean, I love Obi-Wan. I love his character. If you have not seen Clone Wars, guys, oh my God, you are missing out. You need to go see Clone Wars, because it really goes in depth on his struggle of becoming a Jedi, and his struggle of just maintaining the Jedi, and a lot of stuff we didn't know. If you did not know Obi-Wan was going to leave the Jedi Order for a woman, you're not a Star Wars fan. I'm sorry. You're just not
crazy.
Like, dude, like Anakin, knowing Anakin's reaction to seeing him do that is so human, and it's so genuine. And I know it's a cartoon, okay? Oh, right, it's a cartoon. Oh, I can't watch a cartoon. Oh, dude, you can watch a cartoon. I promise you. If you can watch porn, you can watch a cartoon, dude. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. You can watch it.
It's the same.
Yeah, just pretend it's anime, porn, or whatever. Like, just watch it. You're gonna watch it. It's available on Disney Plus. If you have not seen it, guys, I do recommend.
An argument to the movie, because I think we all wanted a movie at first, right?
Yeah.
But I think the counter argument to getting a show is that you're getting more Obi-Wan.
Yes.
If that makes sense. It's like, how many episodes do you guys know?
6.
6? Are they both all an hour?
They won't tell us that.
Man, I'm gonna be mad. I'm be mad.
At most, it's a 45-minute show. We're still getting
or 30 minutes each.
Yeah, well, I mean, even so, it's like a 3-hour film. Then it's a 2-part film if you want to break it down at 1:30. But yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for Disney to kind of flex their muscles with the production value too.
Yeah.
But I will say, I am getting tired of Tatooine, man. I think we gotta change those cities.
Yeah.
Like, we get it.
We gotta, hey, bro, we gotta go to. Hey, remember, we gotta do Batu now. We're gonna go to Batu now.
I understood the assignment. Let's move on.
Let's move on, dude. Exactly. That's actually one of my major points. But I mean, if anyone that's whether have read the books or knows or seen Rebels, even, I mean, where Obi-Wan's at the whole time. Obviously this story makes sense for that. But yeah, like Bubble, I mean, it just, let's go somewhere else. Let's go to a different system. Let's go to a different world, and let's go to the Outer Rim. Let's go somewhere. I mean, somewhere totally different. I totally agree with you there. But yeah, I mean, what's your expectations in here, Andrew, for this series?
I mean, Obi-Wan is slowly becoming my favorite Jedi, besides Luke, and I'm just so hyped for it. And I love Ian McGregor. I love his energy for the series. I love how he loves Obi-Wan. I think everyone is starting to kind of. I think with Hayden Christensen in particular, when you call him Darth Vader, they're like, "That's not my Darth Vader,"
Yeah.
And I think it's changing, obviously, but more so, I think we accept Ian McGregor as Obi-Wan. When we think Obi-Wan, we think Obi-Wan as opposed to. I forgot his name, something McGinnis or
the older one, yeah.
And I got you. To see someone excited about the project, and he's like, you see him in interviews, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm back, and it was a lot of fun." It gets me excited,
yes.
and I'm just hoping they have one hello there, just one.
He's gonna do it at the very beginning. He's all, "Hello there." What if the series is like a dialogue of him just talking, like a diary, like the Batman? How it's like, "Hello there." Right? Can you do it? Can you do it for me? "Hello there" on Tatooine. Or say it.
Tatooine.
No. No, I said on Tatooine. You stupid. Hey, aren't you a director? Come on, dude. Hello.
I'm a director, not an actor.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, you go with the accent though. You go with the accent. Yeah. That's what you got going. Yeah, don't quit your day job. That's what you got going for you. But regardless, though, I mean, I'm excited for this. It's so good to see Ewan McGregor really excited for this. Where I've seen interviews too. He just looks so happy and excited to become this character, and knowing that he's gonna give respect, of course, to the OG and and New Hope and everything, to play that Ben Kenobi. Helping one Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope. Right? It's the whole to play that whole aspect. I just love it because we're gonna see it combined together, and just to really complete that. And I'll be honest here, like as far as live action goes, this show better be better than Boba Fett. But I mean, God, I just hope it's better than Book of Bubba, because the book of Bubba was just like, oh God, that was terrible. But Ted, what you didn't like it, or you liked it?
I appreciated it for what it was.
Well, if you want to call it that, or what is it? The Mandalorian season, the Mandalorian. Yeah.
Because we have, Joe on the show. Joe complained about it, and I won't go into it a lot. But these shows are not meant to be independent from one another. They're meant to be interconnected, and so you're going to see characters probably from those two shows already also fall into this one. And that's because it's no longer just like the Mandalorian show and this is Boba Fett and this is Obi-Wan. They are all connected. People will be jumping in and out of them. It's all woven together. It's basically the Bible. And this is the book of Mando, this is the book of Boba, and now we're getting the book of Obi-Wan, but it's all a part of the Bible. It's all part of the Star Wars saga.
Okay, but I kind of feel like it was way too soon. Way too soon. At least give them a season each of developing their characters.
If I can add on, I think he has a point in the context of, if Boba Fett is going through something, or if Boba Fett is in need of someone to
help
hire,
he's
gonna go to the Mandalorian. Like it's to me, it's a lot more natural than a cameo in Marvel. And I know it might be a little controversial, but it feels, at least to me, and it is a little weird, but it does feel natural for them to be like, "Hey, I'm close with you. We did battle. we're both in a weird Mandalorian way. I know Boba Fett isn't a Mandalorian technically, or he is. His dad is.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You know, it's is he not? I don't know. But
these characters, these stories, they're all going to overlap each other. And because you watch Clone Wars, and I've seen Clone Wars, I've seen every single episode. Clone Wars also overlapped the movies, the prequels. Clone Wars did that, so that's just what Star Wars is now. Everything is connected, even more so than like the MCU is. Everything is woven in and out of each other, and that's just what it's going to be. It's the Star Wars saga.
But I get that. But
characters.
That was my major concern always, and it always will be with Marvel movies, because they're always like, Marvel fans, not you guys, but just Marvel fans in general, like the general public would be like, okay, what's next? When the movie's over, they don't focus on just making that cinema film. Obviously, everything will change after seeing this, right? Then the movie tomorrow. But as of right now, and not including Spider-Man, because I was a fan, you know. But for the most part, it's like, okay, this movie, like, what's next? We're like, what's next? What's the next movie? Like, it always has a setup for the next movie instead of focusing on the exact project of it all and really develop that, you know, that character. Or something goes through, okay, fine. They go through a catastrophe. They go through a small development in a movie, and boom, all right, here's the cameo right here. And it's almost come to where, like, we're, me and Andrew always play this joke, privileged to get a cameo. You know, it's like it's almost to that extent. You know, I feel like it's coming to that. Well, we are privileged to get an end credit scene for every Marvel movie. That's a privilege. There is. They don't need to do that, but they know that people are going to wait to see at the very end of the movie, and that's always been my pet peeve when it comes to Marvel movies. Now, I'm not saying it's just I don't enjoy them. I enjoy the hell out of them, but to a certain degree, it's kind of a little bit of annoying. Like, okay, we're worried about the next project of the movie, instead of just focusing on this film. And that's what I'm just worried about with Star Wars, is that, like, you know, I kind of felt like they should have just done season 1, and it could overlap. That's totally fine, but just do season 1 to develop the character, and then season 2 start overlapping each other, start doing cameos. Oh, I need help here, I need help there. And in the Book of Boba Fett, though, it was totally annoying how he didn't learn anything. He didn't learn shit. I mean, I'm sorry. Oh man, he didn't learn nothing.
I mean, you could make the argument that his character arc was through the Tuskens, so he learned to be a team. You know. Okay. I'll give you that. But this guy's supposed to be a bounty hunter, right? A bounty hunter for all these. That's what I'm saying. That was the change. Like,
yeah. So,
oh no.
He died in the Starlight Pit, man.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Whether he died or he did not die, whatever you want to.
Metaphorically, he was reborn. The bounty hunter.
Here we go. Oh my God.
In the Starlight Pit.
What's time you, Andrew? Come here. Come to San Antonio. Dude. Reborn.
I'm an extra spoiled Doctor Strange.
I know, man. I'm definitely gonna send you a spoiler tomorrow, dude. I'll be like, hey, but it's the flick you out. Hey, the figure Book of Bubba. I'm gonna send you a gif of Boba Fett. It's gonna show a spoiler at the end. Oh, dude. I'm just saying, man. You know, I get it has to overlap to a certain degree, but give time for us to get used to this scenario. Get us time to really develop it. And if the Mandalorian just showed up by himself, that would have been fine. And him struggling with Grogu, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the fact that they did Luke and Ahsoka is kind of annoying, because it's annoying, dude. Okay, let me tell you why. Because I guarantee you, no. Okay, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Because when I bet you money, they're gonna do it again the following season, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh wait, never mind." It's because people are gonna get annoyed of it. I'm telling you, it's gonna be annoying because fans, including myself, it's just like, dude, do something more. Go to another planet. Go to another system. Go to another catastrophe. Do something more. Stop living in the past. Obi-Wan, stop living in the past. Like, do something.
Mentality gave us the Last Jedi or
no, not that. No. The one that made us stop living in the past was Force Awakens, which showed us something different, something very different. A stormtrooper gone good, and
that was the only thing that was different.
Yeah, The Force Awakens was J.J. Abrams like, let's do.
He starts up. No, whatever, dude. Whatever. Andrew.
It was episode 4 again.
Andrew, come on, dude. Come on, bro. Dude, we saw something different. We saw something different.
Most definitely saw something different.
Dude, shut up. Oh man, we saw something different, and then The Last Jedi was just crap. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you.
Okay, so, and you hear this all the time. I don't think The Last Jedi is a bad movie.
I think it's a bad movie.
Well crafted. It's very beautiful. It's a terrible fucking Star Wars movie. It's a terrible movie in the context of the whole story. It's awful. And I think that's where people complain about it. And they have that valid critique. And then you have, what's his name? Rian Johnson, which is a brilliant, brilliant director.
I'll give you that.
Shit on his fans, you know? Like, instead of being like, oh, I'm sorry, guys, I tried something different. He was like, fuck you guys. You guys are a bunch of crybabies, you know?
Yeah. Cause he tried to show us and try to get us to care about this woman named Rose and try to force us. Oh, I heard you guys all along. Y'all guys were there, whatever. Like, dude, come on, man. Like, at least introduce her. Like, it felt like everything was unplanned, but it wasn't his fault. It felt like very unplanned. I blame it all on Catherine Kennedy, who was really not really focused and not directing, and just like, oh, that works. And we had to call J.J. Abrams. Hey, J.J. Abrams, we effed up. We need you back to come complete it. Oh, yeah, by the way, J.J. Abrams said, oh, yeah, Rey to have her was it her dad or her grandfather be the emperor? What is it? Granddad. Oh, yeah, that wasn't true. We didn't plan on that. That was last minute. Him came on camera saying that. Like, I'm all like, dude, he's all like, Catherine Kennedy just said we need to close it out and be done with it. So I just had to put a Band-Aid on the wound. And then to know that fact, that how they mistreated Star Wars, a movie nonetheless, not a show, a movie, an episode, kind of makes me and never will I feel the same way about Catherine Kennedy because of that and because of the last. It just felt like unorganized, and yes, everyone was fighting against Rian Johnson, but I mean, look at that movie that came out. Was it Knives Out? I mean, it's so brilliant directed. It's a great movie, and they're making a sequel. Netflix bought the second one that's coming in, and
I will say, not to digress too much, but at least that's something I admire about George Lucas is how he doubled down on his vision. People hated episode 1, 2, at least at the time, and then episode 3.
Yeah.
But at least he doubled down on his vision, you know?
I enjoyed episode 1. Episode 2 was just a love story. It's like the Notebook in Star Wars. I mean, it is what it is. I was still happy because, you know what? That brought us Clone Wars, the animated series. That's what started it. And I enjoyed seeing, Mace Windu fight off, and, I enjoyed all of them. But with that being said, without waiting to go too much long on this, let's talk about that interview, guys, where Ewan McGregor said if we were to get an opportunity to do it again, I'd be totally up for it. McGregor total film. Before joking about how he once again asking Disney for an opportunity, here I go again. It's like me knocking at Disney's door again! ! McGregor also spoke about returning to a role that he's so well known for years later, and said that getting to return and help bridge the gap between himself and Alec Guinness said, McGregor, I got as much or more out of playing him this time than I did in the first 3 movies put together. That's to do with the writing, the people who were making the series, with the technology, and and how different everything is. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, dude, the technology is totally different now, right? I mean, it's been a while since we see him play that role, right? I mean, it's been a long time, so the technology is totally different. And I've also heard that he got a little the chills watching Vader or watching Hayden in that suit again. I did hear about that. Okay, did anyone play the Star Wars Episode 3 PS2 game?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Anyone, it's in my head. And I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Andrew. But every time everyone says Hayden Christensen, I'm all like, where you get struck by a lightsaber. It's like, it's like, oh my god, dude. And then his terrible acting in Jumper, I was just like, oh my god, like I mean,
You made him quit Hollywood, by the
way. No. See, look, I enjoyed Jumper for what it was. Right, it's an okay movie, I mean, it's not on him. But at the same time, though, I just can't. Like, why would you do those noises? Ooh, like, why would he do it in the game? Like, I just whatever. It is what it is. Whenever Obi-Wan got struck, he's all like, "You won't do this again" or something. I was like, why did they do Hayden Christensen wrong? And it's Star Wars. It's Lucasfilm. They made us like this. They made us not like him. But regardless, though, I mean, I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see Ewan McGregor come into this role and really just shape up the whole series again. I don't know. I don't know where can this go for more, because he's up to do more, right? I mean, this is it. I mean, he can't really go any more further because he dies in A New Hope. Well, spoiler alert, he dies in A New Hope, by the way. Sorry about that. Spoiler alert.
We have time. I mean, because this is going to have Luke at about, I'm just going to guess, 10, 12 years of age at this point in time.
Yeah.
So there's still at least maybe one or two more stories of Obi-Wan protecting Luke as he kind of grows up and he's maybe in his teens. And doesn't mean that Luke has to know about what's happening, right? He's still in the dark by the time episode 4 comes around. So I think there might be a few stories to tell still with Obi-Wan, or maybe he needs to help out off-world with something else going on. I think that's still a possibility as well. So
I mean,
if they wanted to,
if the movie ends because of Han and Han Solo, okay, I'm gonna be totally blunt. The best part of Han Solo was the end credit scene where we got Darth Maul. That was the best part. That's not even part of the movie technically, but the best part in Han Solo was the end credits where we saw Darth Maul.
It was part of the movie. It wasn't an end credit scene.
Oh, it wasn't? Are you sure?
Yeah. Because that's when Kira takes the ship and she leaves, because she talks to Darth Maul.
Okay, well, so then the best part of the movie, then Andrew, thank you for that. The best part of the best part.
Watch Star Wars,
oh man, you do it so good, man. Yeah, you stupid. But yeah, so anyways, because you got me distracted. The Darth Maul. So if Obi-Wan ends with killing Darth Maul, because that does happen in Rebels, if the series ends like that, and Darth Maul saying, is he the chosen one, and Obi-Wan saying yes he is, or whatever, if that does happen, then that's it. It's done. There's no more they can go, because it's going to lead up. I mean, not unless he's just on Tatooine, which Andrew doesn't want. He's just going to be on Tatooine the whole time. Oh, look at these gangsters. Sad people.
To the right,
dude.
Look to the left,
dude.
Sad. I don't like sand.
Dude.
It's all over, dude.
I know, dude, bro. Oh, Tatooine is like the freaking west side of San Antonio or something, dude. It's like all gangsters. It's like all crime. Where's the cops at? Where's the cops? Where's the troop? Back in the Stormtrooper days when Vader was around, there was order in the galaxy. I was like, dude, there was order in the galaxy, man. I'm telling you, dude. There's the rebels. They don't even know what to do, man. They're all chaotic, dude. I'm telling you, man. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for this. But happy Star Wars Day, everybody out there. Any final thoughts, guys? You want to add?
I'm a major fan of Rupert Friend ever since I saw him on Homeland, and I'm glad to see Joel Edgerton back, because I'm also a massive fan of Joel and his movies. So I was already hooked with Ewan and Hayden, but bringing those guys into the fold, I have high expectations.
Dang, anything that comes to Star Wars, I have high expectations. That's just a given. I'm a critic. I mean, just let me be. It better be a 10 out of 10. That's all I'm saying, man. It better be a 10 out of 10. And I'm gonna say it if it's not.
It's also Favreau and Filoni, so I'm just gonna.
I don't know. Book of Boba Fett. I don't know. Book of Boba Fett.
I'm down with it. I'm down. I like more Luke. Give me more Luke as much Skywalker as you can.
Wait. Adult Luke or kid Luke? What are you talking about?
Luke.
Oh,
Listen,
okay.
You guys are younger, but I should have gotten a Luke Skywalker movie when he was in his prime, and we never got that.
Mm-hmm.
We wasted.
It's in the books
of never getting anything like that. But but we got an actual live action version at the end of season 2 of The Mandalorian, which is true. No matter what, going to be one of the top moments in Star Wars history. Is seeing Luke for the first time in his prime in live action form.
Yeah, if you ever saw behind the scenes of that, you should watch it if you have not. Where they were had to keep it so hidden. It was so hard for them, and even Kevin Feige said it, the spoilers world of this. It's so hard to keep everything unspoiled for people because people are just adamant on getting in, like posting about it. Oh yeah, oh, my buddy likes Star Wars. Oh, I'm gonna go rooting for him. Oh, like it just respect my authority. It's just like, dude, like come on, man, like come on, guys, don't be that way. Don't be petty towards each other, man. Like just everyone enjoy these movies, whether you look for spoilers or not. Just don't screenshot it. I'm gonna screenshot something tomorrow and send it to. Don't be me. I'm gonna send it to Andrew. I'm gonna send him like Scooby Doo in the background or something. I don't know. I'm gonna send him something, man. I'm gonna
need to see Shrek.
Shrek. Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you Shrek in there, the background. But all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button. This was one of our longest episodes, I would say, where we talk a lot of good stuff, a lot of Star Wars stuff, a lot of Doctor Strange that we're excited for. And don't forget, guys, I did call it John Krasinski next week as the director for what?
I'm calling a day after.
Oh, he's making the day after tomorrow part 2, or is that what you mean?
No. Like I'm calling your call, but a day after.
So a day after tomorrow.
If it doesn't happen, and then it happens the next day, that was my call, not yours.
No, but you said the day after though. Don't be. What are you from Washington?
Okay,
what are you? No. You said. No. All right, guys. Catch you later. Thank you so much for making me a part of your day, guys. Making us a part of your day as always. I'm your host Ryan D. Colonel Ryan 680. Andrew.
Wolfie.
And I'm steady with the countdown to the Geekcast. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
Countdown, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 210, not El Paso. I don't know what the number is.